Hey, I'm meteorologist Doug Myers with the latest forecast on this Tuesday. Yesterday, we started out the week a bit on the chilly side, especially after highs were close to 70 on Sunday, only in the mid-40s yesterday to begin the shortened work week as we start to get into the holiday weekend. We also had wind gusts around 30 to 35 miles per hour. Today, despite an increase in cloud cover this morning, giving way to mostly cloudy skies this afternoon, temperatures are going to be warmer thanks to a southerly wind, upper 40s and even low 50s across the area. And speaking of that wind gusts today will be approaching 20 to 30 miles per hour once again, with the strongest winds out in our western communities. And then by this afternoon should generally be at about 25 miles per hour, becoming light overnight tonight. And then you'll notice that wind shift as a weak frontal boundary pushes into the area. We'll have a northeasterly wind shifting more to the north, gusting close to 25 miles per hour again, especially by the afternoon for many spots. So here's a look at the supercast, showing mostly cloudy skies for the majority of the day. Some other computer models are indicating the clouds come in a little bit later this morning, at least getting a few more hours of sun compared to what this is indicating, but just to give you an idea of dry conditions are expected and afternoon clouds are expected versus this morning. I do expect the cloud cover to hang around tonight into tomorrow. That's also going to allow for lows to likely stay at or above the freezing mark tonight, after in the 20s and even a few teens early this morning. There will be an opportunity for a few rain showers tomorrow. Here's a look at the rain. Very, very low chance that there might be a brief wintry mix, but I think a lot of it will be in the form of rain as it pushes through the area, and then winding down as we get close to about 6 o'clock or so, with decreasing clouds late in the evening. That'll set us up with sunshine on Thursday for Thanksgiving. So here's a look at rainfall through 7. Not much, or maybe a few sprinkles. Otherwise, for the morning hours, we'll see some minor rain. Again, it's not going to be much, but then once you get into the afternoon, it does show that we could get a little bit of some heavy rainfall and some heavy downpours in the area. Here's a look at what some of the other computer models are indicating, not as heavy. And so that's a little bit on the high side with rainfall, but not impossible to get. So it just goes to show you that for some areas, there may be a very, very low probability that there may be more than a tenth of an inch in a spot or two. Most areas will likely get less than a tenth of an inch. And again, I think it all stays rain. Here's a look at the 8-day forecast with those colder temperatures moving in. How about highs close to 40 on Thanksgiving, and then 30s for the rest of the holiday weekend. Yeah, it's going to be in the 30s, no doubt about that. I don't think it gets any warmer than 40 Friday through even early next week, even Monday. You'll notice we also have an opportunity for snow Saturday. We'll talk about that here in just a second, but let's take a look at what to expect for your Tuesday. If you're doing any traveling, especially by air, we'll have to monitor out to the west and the northeast a little bit, where there could be some weather delays. So that's going to be a storm system that has impacted the west coast on Monday that will start to overspread close to the Rockies today. With higher elevation snow, yes, some snow could reach the lower elevations. A lot of it would be rain, but certainly will have an impact on any air travel, possibly the Denver area. And then as that pushes eastward, it does start to run into a little bit warmer air, so it turns into rain, and then eventually a little bit of a rain-snow mix as it pushes across the east coast on Thanksgiving Day for Thursday. A little bit of snow up towards New York and Pennsylvania. So that's going to be something to watch out for, especially for that Macy's Day's Parade, as there might be precipitation for the parade, at least according to this model. And then once you get into Friday and the rest of the holiday weekend, it does quiet down. There may be a brief system that pushes through somewhere in the Central Plains between Friday night and Saturday. There's still some differences in the models on the track of the system. This model has it just off to our east in Missouri. The GFS shows it over our area. We'll talk about that here in just a second. And then on Sunday, at least according to this is the European model, by the way, very quiet. So good news as you may be heading back into Northeast Kansas after traveling out, or if you're in Northeast Kansas and you're sending relatives out across the country, it looks pretty decent on Sunday, at least comparatively speaking, compared to these next couple of days. So the European model through Tuesday, there might be a little snow here and there, but it's not going to be a lot. The GFS, however, has that snow pushing through our area on Saturday. So we'll keep an eye on it. There's still some uncertainty with it. We'll definitely be focusing closely on that system. Meanwhile, the cold looks to be staying for a while, at least within the next 10 days. Probability of below average temperatures continuing, below average precipitation too. So it's really only two major major precipitation chances. I shouldn't say they're major because they're not going to amount to a whole lot, at least tomorrow's rain. Maybe a few inches on Saturday of snow. We'll watch that. But we may start to warm up just a little bit in the 8 to 14 day outlook with at least far eastern Kansas against the equal chances of below average and above average temperatures. Bottom line, this cold is going to be here to stay. Enjoy the next 36 hours, today, tonight, and tomorrow. That's going to be it as far as at least tolerable temperatures. Otherwise, that heat is going to be working overtime, so hopefully it's working. Have a great day. Keep checking back in daily for updates on not only your forecast for Northeast Kansas, but we'll also keep an eye on that travel forecast as we get through the rest of the week. Have a great day.